Welcome back to the Finance Shark. A good investment in rental property involves multiple factors, such as costs, taxes, and state laws on leases and the handling of tenant-landlord disputes. If you are considering becoming residential landlords, you may want to consider which states and state laws are not more favorable to landlords. So in this video, we are going to tell you about least landlord friendly states in the US. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Seattle, Washington. Seattle, a city on Puget Sound in the Pacific Northwest, is surrounded by water, mountains, and evergreen forests, and contains thousands of acres of parkland. Washington State's largest city, it's home to large tech industry, with Microsoft and Amazon headquartered in its metropolitan area. It is the only city within the state that requires landlords to rent to the first qualified person or family who applies to become a tenant. Known as the first-in-time rule or the FIT rule, landlords must rent to the first qualified tenant who applies. In other words, landlords cannot choose their tenants in Seattle. Landlords are required to timestamp all rental applications and then, if eligible, rent to the person or family designated as the first-come, first-served. California. California, a western U.S. state, stretches from the Mexican border along the Pacific for nearly 900 miles. Its terrain includes cliff-lined beaches, redwood forest, the Sierra Nevada mountains, Central Valley farmland, and the Mojave Desert. The city of Los Angeles is the seat of the Hollywood entertainment industry. With a median statewide home price of $800,000, with many areas skyrocketing higher, price alone keeps some investors away. Additionally, California's Tenant Protection Act, enacted in 2019, created both statewide rent control and eviction laws that affect most residential properties. So, not great news for landlords. New Jersey. New Jersey is a northeastern U.S. state with some 130 miles of Atlantic coast. Jersey City, across the Hudson River from Lower Manhattan, is the site of Liberty State Park, where ferries embark for nearby Ellis Island with its historic Immigration Museum and the iconic Statue of Liberty. The Jersey Shore includes notable resort towns like historic Asbury Park and Cape May, with its preserved Victorian buildings. This tenant-friendly state has a variety of regional rent control laws. The Garden State also has statewide mandates for landlords: the Rent Security Deposit Act, which governs the security deposit, and the Landlord Registration Act, which requires landlords to register their properties with the state, sometimes involving a registration fee. Arkansas. Arkansas is a southern U.S. state bordering the Mississippi River. It's known for its abundant park and wilderness areas, with terrain encompassing mountains, caves, rivers, and hot springs. The rugged Ozarks region in its northwest has hiking trails and limestone caves, such as Blanchard Springs Caverns. Arkansas has a median property tax rate of 0.52%, which is the 8th lowest in the country. A property with a taxable value of $100,000 would be paying yearly property taxes of $520. The median home value in Arkansas is $129,500. Landlords can't charge more than 2 months' rent. The median rent for a property in Arkansas is $875. There are no specific laws allowing a tenant to withhold rent or repair and deduct. A landlord may terminate a lease for any reason with notice equivalent to one rental period. Landlords have 60 days to return a tenant's security deposit. New York. It is no surprise that New York makes the list of worst states for landlords. It's become increasingly challenging to be a landlord in New York. From the anxiety-inducing prices in the major cities to the myriad of rental laws, being a landlord here requires thick skin and deep pockets. The state recently implemented rent laws designed to limit rent spikes in urban areas and beyond. This legislation also limits charges for background checks, application fees, and security deposits. New York landlords also face late fee caps, meaning that most of your avenues for gaining additional income are limited. Statewide, the average property tax rate is 1.69%, but like home prices, it can vary widely by location. In addition, landlords have only 14 days to return all or a portion of the security deposit. West Virginia. West Virginia is an eastern U.S. state in the tree-covered Appalachian Mountains. The town of Harper's Ferry, where the Shenandoah River meets the Potomac River, is the site of a famous Civil War-era raid. Surrounded by a national historical park, the town looks as it did in the 19th century, with many of the buildings open to the public as living history museums. The median home value in West Virginia is $99,000, the lowest in the nation. West Virginia has a median property tax rate of 0.49%, making it the state with the sixth lowest property taxes in the country. A property with a taxable value of $100,000 would be paying yearly property taxes of $490. The median rent for a property in West Virginia is $866, also the lowest in the nation. There are no specific laws allowing a tenant to repair and deduct rent or withhold rent for repairs. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.